What's up everybody, it's TJ and I'm back with another Barnacle Bay renovation video, and today I'm gonna be furnishing this graveyard. This is the Dead Men Tell No Tales Cemetery. Now, I had a different build planned for today and I was literally almost done with it, y'all. I'm talking like build is complete, I'm gonna go save and export. Tell me why. As soon as I went to go out of build and buy mode, but then I accidentally clicked it again and then the UI glitched. So I was not able to save the build. I lost a lot of progress and I'm very upset about it. But I was like, okay, CJ, you either quit and don't make a video today or we make a video and we just get over it. So that's what we're doing, okay? So I went over here. This is, again, the Dead Men Tell No Tales Cemetery. And this is, I think, the Pirate Cemetery in Barnacle Bay. There's actually two, I believe, in this world. There's like a main one and then we have this one. The other one is the Barnacle Boneyard, I believe. But this is, I guess, like for pirates, I'm assuming. So this graveyard by itself is kind of run down and kind of overgrown and I want to say kind of forgotten about. So I was like, why don't I make it even worse? And also it is October, so I was like, this kind of fits in with the season. I'm going through right now. I deleted most of the foliage and most of the plants and stuff like that, and then I'm going back in and I'm adding some of these platforms. These are going to be for the Sims that are already here. So Barnacle Bay, if you don't know, is pre-populated. It has a lot of Sims that live here, and some of those Sims happen to be dead. So luckily, the game will not let you delete graves that have ghosts in them. So all I really did was I used move objects and I put them on top of these platforms. And these are like makeshift tombs, you know, basically, or like grave sites. I think there's like 6 on this lot. So I was able to add like 6 different little platforms. And I wanted them to all be in a circle or like a semicircle, I guess. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. And then I wanted them to all be around a pond. Usually when I do lots, I try to have a big center point of a lot, you know, so in this case it's a pond. Also, I just thought about it, y'all. I need to go in and place some fish spawners here because I did not think to do that, and I'm gonna do it now that I'm thinking about it. But I wanted a place where you could go and get some death fish, you know, in case you want to make ambrosia. So you will need a place to get some death fish. I'm pretty sure the other one probably has it, but I wanted to have one here as well. Now that I think about it, also I should probably put down a death flower spawner and maybe even a life plant spawner somewhere. I think I'm gonna go back and do that. That's why I'm glad that I do these voiceovers after the fact, so then if there's something I need to think about and I'm like, oh, don't forget this, CJ, I can go and do it, you know? But yeah, so as you can see, I'm making everything a lot worse. So I found these by debug graves. I do not know what world they came with. Maybe it's Midnight Hollow, maybe it's Dragon Valley, I'm not for sure. But I found these debug graves that I knew for a fact I wanted to place down. I also put that car. Maybe somebody dropped the car off here, you know? Like, I feel like this place looks like a dump anyway, so I feel like it's not out of the ordinary for people that live around the graveyard to just come here and dump stuff. Because, like, no one comes here, I don't think. The town is not maintaining this lot, as you can see. There's, like, dead grass everywhere. There's big boulders everywhere. There's stones. I did place a mausoleum. I don't know how I almost forgot about it, but I did place a mausoleum. And the one that I used is the one from Midnight Hollow. And that one, you'll see it a little bit later, is like boarded up and it has like paint on it. Like, maybe whoever it is trying to keep things inside of the mausoleum, you know? Maybe keep something trapped inside. So yeah, I did use that one. And then I also found some of these ruin pieces. I don't know where these come from, y'all. Maybe it's Midnight Hollow. Maybe it's Dragon Valley. Maybe it's another world altogether. I'm not for sure, but they are like official content, so it's not custom content. But I don't know where it came from, but I just found it in by debug, so I wanted to use it. I'm using some of these statues here. I believe these are from Midnight Hollow. I knew for a fact that I wanted to add a little bit of terrain paint just so the lot would be a little bit more detailed. So I'm using some dirt and I'm going around where the pond is, and then I'm going in and just adding some more dirt under graves and stuff like that. Believe it or not, y'all, adding a little bit of terrain paint can really help a build all come together. And that's just not a Sims 3 thing, that's also Sims 2, Sims 4. Just a little bit of terrain paint can really help give a build some detail, make everything just come together really nicely. And I'm trying to get better about using terrain paint because y'all know I'm not a terrain paint user usually. But I think it really helped in this case, you know? And then, yeah, I just kind of went all overboard, y'all. I just added so many little graves. You'll keep seeing that I keep skipping around in this video. There was just so many things that I wanted to add, so many things that I was like, no, maybe we don't need that. maybe we do need it. It was just it was kind of fun to do this build. It didn't really take that long, and I was kind of happy to at least be able to do this and not have my game act up, because y'all know Sims 3 is it's a very interesting game. Sometimes everything will work just fine, other times it'll be laggy, it'll crash, or in my case the UI will glitch, because I don't know about any of y'all, but I feel like whenever I'm in the build and buy for more than maybe 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and I don't save or leave, I feel like my UI always glitches and I can't click anything. And sometimes you can save that, but in my case, I couldn't do anything. Like sometimes if that happens, you can hit F5 and I think can save, but mine wouldn't do that, so I had to scrap the whole build. I also went in, I don't know if you noticed, but I went in, y'all, and I'm making some of these graves look a little like disheveled and a little bit like run down, so you'll see some zigzag pieces here and there. I went back later on and I added a fence piece around each grave, and then since, you know, a lot of it is kind of like zigzagged or like there's big chunks missing, you know, I kind of have it where like the fence is kind of broken up. And then I did go in and I made the fence a rustic color. Like, I don't know, y'all, I was having a lot of fun with this kind of build. You know, I'm kind of glad, too, that I waited a little bit until it was spooky season to do this a lot, because, like, this, although this was, like, an unexpected build, I didn't really plan doing this today, it still turned out really nicely. Well, I guess nice in the sense of it looks cool. I don't know if I would really say this build is a nice build. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of dead grass here. But I just think in the end, everything turned out really, really well. I did go in and I found these lantern lights. They are from Dragon Valley, I believe. And I've never really used them, I don't think, for anything. But they look really cool on the slot, especially at nighttime. I didn't really add a lot of, like, things to do out here, if I'm being honest with you. Like, yeah, you can fish. The idea of this lot was for it to be overgrown and abandoned. So I just put a couple of park benches. I didn't put a chest table. I may squeeze one, but I don't know. Like, I just want this lot to be, like, you know, kind of forgotten about. You know, like, I know this sounds sad to say, but I wanted it to be kind of forgotten about. So I didn't really want to put, like, too much out here, but you can fish and get life plant and death flower when I place the spawners down. So at least that's something, right? I don't know. I may put a chest table just so you can have one other thing to do. And there's also the mausoleum, so you can always store graves in the mausoleum. And by the way, too, you can always store your graves down on the ground if you want to. I just kind of left a lot of it empty space. If you want, you can also remove some of those pre-made graves and just put them on the ground and just swap them out and have your own Sims on display if you want to. So you have options for whatever you want to do. Like always, I am going to leave this lot linked down below if you would like to download it and check it out. Also, maybe one of y'all can make this lot a little bit better. Like, I know I did a build the other day where it was like a rundown, like, barn wedding venue, and I know that I want to renovate that one day. So yeah, I don't know, maybe if you want to renovate this one and make it better, let me know. Like I said, I have a Discord server. If you want to join it and post pictures about Sim stuff, feel free to. It's just a cool place to hang out, talk about Sims, not just Sims 3, Sims 2, and Sims 4 as well, and I guess even Sims 1 if you want to talk about it. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave a link to my Discord down below, so if you do renovate this, you can share a picture there if you want. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. I am going to leave a link to this build link down below if you do want to check it out. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching. Also, please stick around for the screenshots so you can see how the lot will look when you download it. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching.